What's up, guys, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat Deception playthrough. And today, I'm gonna play through as Kabal. I talked about it in the last video with Sindel. So let's get started. And I am gonna go with the alternate costume for Kabal. This is a playthrough I don't think I've ever done on the channel before. If I have, I don't at least think it was with Deception. It might have been Unleashed or maybe one of the other games. I don't recall playing with Kabal. So I know I talked about this in the previous video, which I actually got through recording about 5 minutes ago. I hopped into practice real quick and just figured out what combo I'm going to try to run through medium with. Of course, with the Kabal, I didn't really find a good 7, 8, 9 hit combo to follow into, so do something I rarely do, and that is stay in weapon mode. Weapon fighting style with the hook swords. I know at some point they'll start blocking all this, but that's what I'm going to go with for now. And there we go. Actually managed to put the fatalities in front of me this time. That's a pretty cool fatality. Very Kabalish, fits him very well. Probably end up with a stage fatality here, or yes, the death traps. I just call it stage fatality all the time, but it's the death traps. Now, usually 9 out of 10 times here I end up with a death trap. But this dashing move, it reverses what side I'm on, so I don't know how many of these stages I'm actually... Like this one, I'm not going to be able to... Because I'm dashing and spinning them around, and I flip sides, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use death traps, but yeah. Let's go with the second fatality. I just need to I need to make sure I'm on the other side. I don't have to read it and go opposite directions. Well, you don't have to go opposite directions of this fatality. Quick up, up, down, down, triangle, or Y, because we're on Xbox, but yeah. I didn't have to worry really about flipping sides there. But some of these fatalities are back toward, and, you know, the way they read in front of me is left, right, instead of back toward. I like when it's written out like that, people write it out, it's like back toward, because that way it doesn't matter what side of the character I'm on. But if I'm looking at a fatality and it says left, right, then I know I need to flip that being on the opposite side. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work well with that. Oh, wow, I might not get this death trap here either. It's rare not for someone to go through the death trap here. And I might lose to Bo Raicho. Hold on, let me... Oh yeah, this is not good. Let me get my bearings here. I'm just lucky that worked. You know, sometimes you can get those hooks from out of nowhere. So I'm already having the shits a little bit with the AI, not taking too kind to that move, or my hooks. Hook swords, if I'm being correct. Which hardly ever will I do that. I pressed X instead of Y. I was going to do the same fatality I just did. Up, up, down, down, Y. And I pressed up, up, down, down, X. Or square if you're on PlayStation. But, you know, yeah, that was on me. Screwed that up. Yeah, they're starting to block that, so I got a bad feeling about Noob and Smoke. You know, Noob and Smoke have been such a thorn in my side. Actually, it looks like just doing a combo over and over is better. Leave the dashing all out of the equation. Maybe I need to at least hit one dash. I don't know. No, nothing. Oh. Sometimes that hook is like it breaks through when they're blocking, or they stop blocking because of the break it takes between the combo and him hooking into the shoulders, bringing him down. Got it that time. Hit Y that time. Oh, there's something I like about that fatality. It reminds me of Shao Kahn's fatality that they put in the GameCube version and the PSP version, which Shao Kahn's is way more brutal with the Wrath Hammer, but man, both really Shao Kahn, I think he's got one of the best fatalities in the game, and I'll cover that in a playthrough. Probably do that one next, honestly. I mean, I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to do every single character like I originally talked about. Shao Kahn, Havoc, Tanya, characters like that probably definitely make it through. Some of those probably will come from Armageddon, and there'll probably be a few more come from Deadly Alliance that are better to play that as, because everything I've done from Deadly Alliance so far has been from that top 10 worst characters playlist, and most of all those were basically miserable. I guess that's why they would be on the worst characters list. I'd like to play Deadly Alliance, and I'll absolutely hate it by the time I'm done playing it. God, why I hit X again? I just kind of was on autopilot in that match, to tell you the truth. Like, I was more focused on thinking about the characters I wanted to play with, and, you know, when am I going to begin the transition over to Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11, and I just started thinking about that, and, I don't know, for whatever reason, when I'm on autopilot, I can't do that fatality. It's just one of the easier ones to do. I've done some pretty difficult fatalities when I go into that kind of like autopilot mode, kind of like I am now. I'm just this combo and the dash. Yeah. That's one of those reaches I was talking about. That bring them down by their shoulder blades. Like, that shouldn't have probably connected from that distance. So, you know, that might be helpful in the Noob Saibot fight. I'm not sure. Pretty sure they're going to be doing a lot of blocking on the dashing. I'm probably going to have to pull up the menu and try something else against them, honestly. Let's get a fatality on her. Oh, nope. She decided to do... Yeah. There we go. Harakiri.
Kabal wins. Harakiri.
Of course. Didn't let me...
Round one. Fight.
I'm getting so tired of this fight. You know, I think maybe I'm just going to go back to what I've been doing the whole tower with. Look at that. I mean, now all of a sudden, I'm just getting hits in. Oh, no, here they go. Well, at least it wasn't another 7-hit combo. Yeah, just, look at this. Why couldn't I just... I had to go to the moveset list and try to find something I thought that they would be more vulnerable to, and I should just kept this. Oh. You know, it doesn't bother me losing to these guys. They're really good. I mean, it's just the video length. I don't want the video length to be 40, 50 minutes, you know, on these videos, on these playthroughs. I like these to be shorter. I mean, I get Deadly Alliance is going to be 30 minutes. It's one of the longer games, but Armageddon and Deception is usually about 18, 20-minute playthroughs to get through. I mean, and that's it. You know. And now I'm absolutely annihilating them. You should have just done this from the start. It worked on everyone else. Ah, man. Why did I just not do that from the start? You know, I might end up doing some more cutting. I know I've cut a couple of videos that I've had trouble with this fight on, so might as well do it again. It just sucks doing the cuts, though, because, you know, I don't remember if I'm talking in the middle of the transition between, you know, what I'm talking about in the middle of the transition between fights, and I suddenly cut that, so people are suddenly left with no ending to whatever I was saying. If it'll prevent this from end up being a, you know, 40-minute playthrough, which is where it's headed to. Well, I say that, but Onaga's not giving me any problems.
Fight.
I figured he would too. Of course, as I was saying earlier, well, if I cut this video, you guys won't know, but I'm fearing, you know, that the hooks was gonna throw him back too far and he would respond with a kick right here every time, but he doesn't. He's not responding with anything. So let's get rid of him now. He's done. Sidestep, hit, done. Get out of here. And Onaga is done. And that is a Kabal playthrough on Mortal Kombat Deception. So let's see. Of course, like always, I don't remember any of these endings. So let's see what Kabal's ending is.
Havoc had given Kabal's new Black Dragon recruits a task. Lure the heroes away from the Dragon King's corpse while he somehow retrieved the heart. And with it, Onaga's power to raise the dead. Apparently, Onaga's ancient army had only been invincible by means of constant resurrection during battles. The power to raise the dead would prove quite useful to the Black Dragon clan. Kabal slew Havoc and took the Dragon King's heart for himself. Havoc was most impressed.
That seems about right, though I do not remember that one at all. So that may have been just one of those playthroughs I have not done since this game originally came out, and I used to play it when I come home from school. And I played through at least once with everyone just to unlock everyone's ending. You know, and in some of those cases, my sister played a lot with me too, so, you know, in the case of like Lee May, for instance, on Deadly Alliance, I don't think I was the one that actually unlocked her, initially, like, unlocked her ending story, because everyone, you know, that came over and played the game created their own profile. But yeah, I think initially I was not the one to unlock her story, but nonetheless, you know, that one I do not remember at all. Some of these ring a bell and I suddenly remember, like, oh yeah, I remember that. So I've done that playthrough before. That I did not remember any of. So I don't think I've done that on the channel. You know, I could have took a look before I actually started this to see if I played as Kabal at any point in time, but I didn't. Of course, all those older videos, when I see them, I just cringe at how bad they look. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, you know. When the day comes people are watching these, or let's say if, more than when, if there's a day that people are really watching this channel, then I'll have some clear uploads of these older playthroughs with the, you know, characters you don't see a lot of people do playthroughs with, at least with commentary behind it. Like, you know, you can find anybody that's done at least one playthrough with everybody, but to find actual people doing commentary with it, that might be a little bit more on the rare side. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I have played a lot of Mortal Kombat over the last couple of days. I hope you guys enjoyed that playthrough, and I will see you in whatever playthrough I decide to do next for Mortal Kombat. Thanks for watching.